Hi, welcome to Prep Career. So today we'll be discussing about Buddhism, some of the important philosophies as well as important Buddha, Bodhisattvas. तो ये तीन चार चीज़ें हैं जहाँ से UPSC is asking question from last few years. तो एक क्वेश्चन यहाँ से हिट हो सकता है. Okay. So in this prelims countdown series, let us start with the topic itself. So first we'll talk about certain mudras which are famous, okay, from Buddhist point of view, and UPSC may ask some of them. Most famous one we have is Bhumi Sparsh Mudra. Bhumi Sparsh Mudra is nothing but touching the earth. So this mudra was taken by Buddha at the time of enlightenment, where Mara all of us know is nothing but desire, which was affecting the enlightenment process of Buddha. So he was touching the earth just to show his sanctity कि भाई वो पवित्र है and his mind is very clear. So that's why this is the famous mudra which is associated just before his enlightenment. That is known as Bhumi Sparsh Mudra. Then we have Vrad Mudra. ठीक है ना. So Vrad Mudra जो है it is related to the compassion. ठीक है ना. तो जो भी compassion से related उनकी मुद्रा होती है उसको बोलते हैं व्राद मुद्रा. Then we have वितर्क मुद्रा. वितर्क मुद्रा is nothing but the dissemination of teaching. So dissemination of teaching से related है, that is known as वितर्क मुद्रा. Normal जैसे इस तरीके से करते हैं, that is known as वितर्क मुद्रा. Last one we have is Dhamma Chakra Mudra. So Dhamma Chakra Mudra is nothing but related to his first sermon. So after getting enlightenment, so he went to Sarnath and gave his first sermon. So जो mudra है, that is known as Dhamma Chakra Mudra. So these are the four most important mudra which you need to remember. In match the following, UPSC may ask one or the other. तो उसको elimination के लिए भी use कर सकते हो just in case. But remember these four. These are the four most important ones. Then we have certain philosophies. These philosophies are related to Buddhism or Ashoka. Ashoka was a follower of Buddhism. That's why some of them are related to Ashoka also. First, Dhamma. Dhamma was nothing but a set of do's and don'ts. Okay, and Ashoka has asked about the question of Dhamma itself in the second pillar edict. Remember, second pillar edict, he asked about the Dhamma, and in the seventh pillar edict himself, he talks about what is Dhamma. So they can ask you such questions. This was asked in CDS this year कि भाई किस में इन्होंने Dhamma को define किया है. So you have to remember कि in pillar edict में he has defined about Dhamma also. ठीक है ना? A set of do's and don'ts which were for the regulation of society. So this concept of Dhamma was given by Ashoka. Then we have Dhamma Mahamatras. So Dhamma Mahamatras, they were nothing, they were the officers, they were appointed by Ashoka to ensure that Dhamma can be ensured in his empire. Okay, so he was very much, you can say, enthusiastic about spreading the Dhamma Vijay. Dhamma Vijay is nothing but the cultural conquest. Okay, and for that he talked about the Dhamma Mahamatras. Then we have Dhamma Chakra Pravartana. So Dhamma Chakra Pravartana is nothing but the turning of the wheel, which is nothing but related to the first sermon of Buddha himself. Okay. Then we have Paribhajika. This term was asked by UPSC in 2018 itself. So इसके बारे में all of you know कि भाई UPSC is asking question from Shraman tradition. Shraman tradition is nothing but the tradition which was related to the wanderers. Okay, these people, they started leaving their houses in the search of the higher divine light. Okay, and in this, as all of us know, during the 6th century BC, we had 62 sects. Out of them, Jainism and Buddhism became religion, but the rest, they remained sects. So all of them, they were like wanderers, and one of the word for that is Paribhajika. So this was part of the Shraman tradition, okay, or Saman tradition. Lot of words, synonyms are used. So isko yaad rakhna. This was asked by UPSC in the one of the PYQs itself. Then we have Pratitya Samudpat. This Pratitya Samudpat is nothing but the law of dependent origination. Means one thing depend upon the other for its causal conditioning. Okay, so that is known as Pratitya Samudpat. This is the core of Buddhism. This is followed by majority of the sects of Buddhism. ठीक है ना? So जो major sects हैं that we already know, they are Hinayana and Mahayana. So both of them, they follow Pratitya Samudpat. ठीक है ना. So जो law of transition है and Pratitya Samudpat है, both of them, they are the core of Buddhism. Then we have Arya Sachani. So remember this keyword, this is nothing but the four noble truths of Buddhism. All of us are aware of that the world is full of sorrow. Okay na? Sorrow is there because of desire. Okay, desire can be eliminated by following a certain path, and that path is eightfold path. जो eightfold path है, if we follow us, then somehow we will be able to get rid of the desires. Okay, and we will reach towards nirvana. तो दिस अरिच्य सच्चानी इज नथिंग बट जो है 4 जो नोबल ट्रूथ हैं उसको अरिच्य सच्चानी बोलते हैं. लास्ट वी हैव इज पराजिका. Like every religion, there are certain things which should not be done by a person. So here we have the 4 specific offenses which should not be committed by a person, otherwise he could be expelled. Okay, he could be expelled from the sangha. Sangha was created for the bhikkhus. Okay, and last में उसमें women को भी allow कर दिया था. तो पराजिका के अंदर 4 specific चीज़ें आती हैं. One is sexual intercourse which was not allowed. Second, it was stealing. Third, it was regarding killing. And fourth we can talk about is false claiming, है ना, false claim कि भाई मैं बुद्धा बन गया और I have received enlightenment. So these 4 things, whoever he did this, they were come under the section of parajika, means you got defeated. Okay, these temptation, these desires and ultimately ended up defeating you, and for doing such serious offenses you could be expelled from sangha. Okay, so these are the important parts of the philosophies of Buddhism which I thought are very important, which you should know. Now let us also understand about certain Buddhas and Bodhisattvas which are important from UPSC point of view. UPSC has already asked about them in one of the previous year in 2018 specifically. One is the Maitreya. Maitreya is the Buddha of the future. ठीक है ना, this was asked by UPSC, so we know about that. But we also have Manjushri as well as Amitabh. Okay, so you have to remember about them also. Like Amitabh. Amitabh is nothing but the Buddha of the heaven. ठीक है ना, तो उसको अमिताभ बोलते हैं. एंड वी ऑल्सो हैव मंजूश्री. ठीक है ना, तो मंजूश्री जो थे जो फुली एनलाइटेंड बुद्धा हैं, दे आर नोन एज मंजूश्री. दीज आर द 3 स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी. फर्स्ट जो है मैत्रेय है, फ्यूचर के लिए है. मंजूश्री है, फुली एनलाइटेंड बुद्धा है. एंड अमिताभ इज द बुद्धा ऑफ द हेवन. सो रिमेंबर दीज 3 वर्ड्स. अमिताभ जो है इट इज़ द ओनली, उसको यूज़ करते हैं फॉर द इन्फानाइट लाइट भी बोलते हैं, और बुद्धा ऑफ द heaven. So these 3 Buddhas are famous, you have to remember them. Then we also have certain Bodhisattvas which are very famous. All of you know about Avalokiteshvara. ठीक है ना, अविलोकितेश्वरा जो है नथिंग बट जो कंपैशन है उसको डिनोट करते हैं, और बुद्धा, एंड ही इज क्लोजली एसोसिएटेड विद पद्मपानी बुद्धा, पद्मपानी बोधिसत्वा ऑल्सो. ओके, देन वी हैव वज्रपानी. वज्रपानी ही वाज द प्रोटेक्टर, ठीक है ना, एंड गाइड ऑफ बुद्धा. देन वी हैव क्षितिगर्भ. ठीक है ना, क्षितिगर्भ इज नथिंग बट ही इज नोन एज दी बोधिसत्वा ऑफ द पर्गटरीज. पर्गटरी इज नथिंग बट समथिंग विच कम्स बिटवीन हेल एंड हेवन. तो हेवन और हेल के बीच में मोस्टली क्या होता है, अर्थ ही रहता है. ठीक है ना, वेयर पीपल लाइक अस आर लिविंग. सो बोधिसत्वा जो उसको हेल्प करता है, दैट इज नोन एज क्षितिगर्भ. ठीक है ना, सो दीज आर द इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट्स विच यू नीड टू रिमेंबर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. विल बी helping you out with other terminologies with respect to ancient as well as medieval India also. So इतना रिवाइज कर लीजिए. If you know any of this, you can also leave a comment कि भाई क्या आपको अच्छे से समझ आया. Okay, so all the very best. I am Vikas Ahlawat and this is Prep Career.